Oh, here we go. That was quick. Alright, so our rare is Ruthless Destiny. Summon up to 3 random artifacts with, while combined, your troops, power of your troops you control is 10 or more. This has cost -5 in all zones. So I could play it for 2 if I have a lot of power. So it's kind of like a Ruby Wild is kind of what this wants me to play. Let's look at some of the other cards. Bleeding Heart is a big deal for Sapphire decks. Rune Flexion is pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Runic Madness saw some play last week. Pummel, Effigy, Brawler, this guy Verdicts. A lot of people are liking this guy. I'm seeing that guy come up quite a bit. Target control gets Gladiator 2, then battles turn. So I've seen this one get played as far as wild. That seems like a really good wild card. Opposing champion, Fate Weave, that's kind of a big deal as well. So a lot of good commons and uncommons here. That's what we're seeing in this pack. I'm going to go ahead and try to play, I think, Ruby Wild, though. We're going to try to make Ruby Wild happen with this Ruthless Destiny. I think we'll see what we can do. See if we can pick up some of the ramp. There's actually a ramp card in this format that's actually pretty good, so that's kind of exciting. Let's go ahead and clear. I'm a sucker for them rare cards, right? Okay, so Eruption, deal 2 damage to target champion or troops. 2 target champions or troops. That's pretty good, because no matter what, you'll be able to deal the damage. So that's a lot of removal in one card for Ruby, and I can push people out of Ruby pretty hard with that by picking more Ruby up here. Let's see. Start of the turn, another target troop into a Merry Squirrel. That's interesting. That's kind of vanilla. Troop can't block this turns. Okay. Destroy target constant, gain 3 health. That's really good because we don't actually have to sacrifice our guy to do that. So I like that. This Herald of the Roses I think is really good for the blood player. Bone Tide is decent. Yeah, that's a decent piece of removal for the blood player. And Runic Raise is, it's alright. I'm looking for the Sapphire cards. I'm not seeing a lot of great Sapphire in this pack, so maybe Sapphire's getting picked up. It's hard to say, it's only pick 2, so. Alright. Wild Shard and put it in your hand. That's not bad if we're trying to get shards to play bigger things. When this deals combat damage to an opposing champion, Fate Weave. Yeah, I like this. We're definitely, I think we want that. Let's see what else we're giving up here. When you play an action, it gets +1 in Crush. It's only 1. Yeah, that seems really bad. When this attacks, Illuminate 1. Ooh, where's this guy? Yeah, that's kind of a big deal. That's kind of a big deal. Man, I like both of these guys. When this deals combat damage. The Fate Weave or the Illuminate. This actually has to deal damage. This just has to attack, so there may be a chance where, like, if we can get that guy some evasion or something, like get him flying or something, that'd be pretty amazing. Troops you control get Gladiator 1, Runic. This is also really good for the Ruby player. Momentum too. A lot of people are playing Momentum as well in these decks, so I kind of didn't want to give up Pack Pummeler for this Bright Flame Paladin, but yeah, a lot of people are not really into the Scurrying Strength. It's kind of clunky playing that card. Momentum and Crush. I'm seeing people play Momentum. People are talking about Momentum, so I might pick up that card. Let's see here. Go Candles Go. I know, right? Do 2 damage to troop. If it would die this turn, voided instead. That's really solid removal at quick action speed. Man, they're just giving me all the Ruby cards here. I think that this removal is a little bit better than this Momentum card. And so far we haven't gone into Wild at all. Who knows? We may end up with like Mono Ruby the way things are going. But playing this card, I think we need some Wild to get up to that 10 power so we can play this more cheaply. Revert, transform target troop you control in a random troop of that same shard with cost +1. That seems pretty solid. I played with this guy. This guy seemed pretty good as far as protection for all those flyers that are going to come out of there. Gladiator 1 Crush. Other troops control with Gladiator get +1 and Crush this turn. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. It's kind of expensive for what it is. Let's see. Start your turns, control a troop. The highest power, this gets +2 to the start of the next turn. So it becomes a 4/4. That's pretty good, but kind of situational. I think we want this Wild Knight. That would be our first wild card here. I like the other one too, but yeah. Yeah, I like this. We can actually make something bigger. That seems pretty good. Poppy Pup. Once troop gets transforms. And Steadfast. This wants me to transform things, and it gets bigger. It just gets +2/+2 and Steadfast. It keeps it, so that's interesting. Oh, there's more removal though with Return to Cinder. I'm not sure how many of those. Probably 2 of those would be fine. Is it player? No, it's just troop. So that's the only thing about this is only troops. Ooh, but Flame Barrage is over here. We play an action, bolded number by 1. Ooh, I like this though. This Flame Barrage. Yeah, I think I want the Flame Barrage. I like the Poppy Pup. It's okay. I don't know how much transforming I'm going to do right now, so I think I want the Flame Barrage right now. So we might just end up in just Ruby, just straight Ruby. Deploy, deal 1 damage to target champion or troop. That's really solid. So this portal, I really liked this portal last week. I kind of want it. I'm not sure how highly picked it is. You deal 5 damage, you get a common portal. The portal itself can get you some pretty neat stuff as well. I think we want this portal. We're just going to play like this Ruby control deck where we just kill everything that hits the ground. Of course, if they're making multiple things, that may be a problem. This one we probably want the Sharpshooter. There's a Gamadon. I'm not seeing myself heavily in wild just yet. I've got 1 wild card, so target troop gets momentum too. Gladiator. Resource. You may play a resource. This was pretty bad. This Alluring Ailmaid it's a 3/2. Like, she almost never are you going to have that extra resource. But yeah, the Necropolis Sharpshooter. I think we want this guy. It's removal. I'm trying to remember how many X1s I saw last week. I don't think it was too many, but Pummel's all right here. Speed on this guy, probably not so much. And then I wasn't really too into the Sparky Spine, so I'd take the Pummel. I could also take the Effigy and then gem it for something. I don't know what. Effigy is always a classic gemmed card. Let's see, what can we have in Ruby? I'm trying to remember what we have in Ruby. I don't think we have. Do we have Swift Strike? Maybe we give it 2/2 Swift Strike. Pummel seems better though. +3/+3 and Crush is pretty solid. The Crush really helps out. This guy probably, yeah. Opposing troop can't block this turn. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Let's see, what's this that we're giving up? Target troop control gets +2 and Crush. Sacrifice this, target troop gets +2 and Crush. This seems okay. It's just that you have to have a troop. So yeah, I think we want the Snarling Huntress. This guy's all right too, but I don't know like what I would socket it with. And 3/3 for 4 is, I don't know. It's okay. Rush to Victory. Target troop you control gets momentum 2. I'm not sure that I want that. That's like a 2-for-1 that you're giving up if your opponent kills the troop in response. I guess I'll take this Scurrying Strength. Maybe as a 1-of, this is okay. It lets you Fate Weave, which is nice. Yeah, Scurrying's the biggest problem is you can't use it as a quick action, so it's not really removal. I would probably want the Prism here. Yeah, this is a Deathcry card. I don't think I'm going to be playing that type of a card, so I want the Primal Prism here. Let's see, Brutal Brawler or a Thunder Wagon. Maybe the Brawler over the Thunder Wagon. I just don't know that I can get up to 6 resources before I'm mostly dead or dead. The Poppy Pup came back though. Yeah, I guess people just think that transforming stuff is not something they're going to be doing that often in this format. So I'll take the Poppy Pup. We'll probably play the champion that gives all of our troops +2/+2 at 7, but we need to get enough resources to do that. Necropolis Sharpshooter, another one. Wow, that's surprising that tabled. You know, there are situations where you'll play this guy and then you'll play your Return to Cinder to deal 3 damage as well. I'm gonna take this just because I'm trying to push people out of Ruby, and kind of the same with that guy. Yeah, Momentum 2. I don't know that I'm going to be using that too much. So our cards here. So we could go into Diamond and play lots of candles, prevent all damage that will be dealt by cards this turn, by other cards this turn, by other cards this turn. That's pretty sick. So you can actually play this guy in response, block something, kill it, and then it'll take no damage. That's pretty amazing. I think I might have to push into Diamond a little bit here. Let's see what we're giving up here. Pack Pummeler. Have to be careful. Last week I was looking at cards and I accidentally selected one of the cards I was just looking at. This deals combat damage to opponents. This is another one. Yeah, we kind of want this one if we're going to be playing the Wild. So hopefully we'll get one of these. This guy, another gets Gladiator 1. That's pretty sick as well for what we're doing. So maybe that'll table, but probably not. Firepower isn't too bad. Deal 4 damage to target troop. That's pretty good. Man, this diamond card, though, this is pretty stupid. So, yeah, the rare is really good. Well, I mean, you've got the Fuel Master and the Pummeler. Those are decent, and firepower. But this is kind of outshines them. So maybe we'll push in a diamond here. We'll see what our diamond looks like here. I mean, as far as if we're going candles, like diamond's the way to go, right? Yeah. Let's see. Fueling station. No, we don't want that. Creates lucky coin and put it in your hand. This sounds exciting, but it's wild and diamond. I don't know if I can play wild diamond and ruby. +3 this turn. Gladiator gets swift strike this turn. It is still a rare. You are right about that. We're getting some value out of our draft, right? Plays deals 2 damage to each opposing champion. When you play in action. Oh yeah. What's his name said this is really good. Yeah, I forget what his name is. Hex Havoc. He said this is really good. So this is one of his top 10 draft cards because it deals damage and it's a 3/5 body that just defends, and we've got a lot of actions in this deck, so probably want this Spitfire. I'm not seeing a lot in the diamond or the wild area. The fueling station, the cadaver beetle are pretty bad, so I think we want this Spitfire for sure here. That's a solid card. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. What's we got here? Merrymaker. When you Fate Weave, transform this into a random troop with cost +1 and it retains this power. The problem is when we Fate Weave, we're using things like this. So if we transform this guy, then he loses that ability, like if he's the only troop in play. So the problem with the clunky thing about the format right now playing this is like you're playing things like this to Fate Weave, and it has to transform a troop, and then a troop is supposed to transform after you do that. So you need 2 troops in order to make this happen. Let's see what else we've got here. This deals damage to a champion. Choose a card in your hand and transform it into Swamp Gas. So this guy will actually turn your resources, your late resources, into Swamp Gas, or other cards that you may not want to become Swamp Gas into Swamp Gas. Candlelit Cavalry. This attacks elements you control. +1/+1 in Crush. That's okay. Impulse. Draws its cards. Inner Fire. Illuminate 1, gain 3 health. I guess I'm going to take this Troll. The Troll seems okay, I guess. I'm having a hard time with this one. I think Hex Havoc like that heals one, or actually no, not him. Some other people have been playing this. Illuminate 1, gain 3 health. We definitely don't want that. Can't block this turn. That's okay. Return to Cinders, another one. How many do we have? We have 1. So maybe Return to Cinder. Momentum speed 1. Yeah, I don't know about that for 4. Destroy up to 3 target constants. I don't know about that one. +1/+1, additional +1/+1. Destroy target exhausted troop. Well, that's solid removal in diamond. I think I want this return to Cinder. Target opposing troop can't block this turn. Yeah, we saw that guy come a little late. He's 3 for a 1/1. Well, he's like a 1/3 or a 3/1. Yeah, second return to Cinder. That's not bad. So we really aren't firmly in Diamond or Wild. Again, we might just play this Mono Ruby because there's another Volcanic Portal, which I'm a big fan of. Gain 3 charges. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Target troop gets +1. Swift Strike. This Gladiator gets Swift Strike. Crush this turn. Troops you control get Gladiator 1 Runic. So probably we want this Runic Rampage here. I think we want one of those. Deploy target troop can't block this turn. Okay. Emulate. Pummel. Mecha Mutt. Yeah, I think we want this Runic Rampage here. The Mutt's not bad. You see the Mutt, right? Oh, this guy up here. Oh yeah, this guy. I've seen people play this. Oh yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I forgot about that. This guy, yeah, this guy gets ridiculous. He's just he gets stupid. Good point. It's hard to see that because he has that gem slot and the gladiator, so you can't see it right off the bat. I like the Razorboard Shredder. There's another Runic Rampage we could pick up here. But I think we want Razorboard Shredder. This guy is one of those that can take over the game as it progresses because it gets bigger and bigger. Of course, its back end never gets any bigger, so maybe I'm overvaluing this guy for what he is. This Gladiator one. Maybe I should take the Runic Rampage instead of the Shredder. Of course, you have the Gamadon, but I don't have the ramp to get to him. I'll take the Rampage. Let's get that. It's got Runic. I get Gladiator 2 basically once the Runic triggers. So I want to make sure that I have Rampage. Off the chain again. Deathcry, get a Wild Shard. +1 is Swift Strike. I like this. So this requires that I have Gladiator. This just gives me Swift Strike. And I think that there's more often than not, this is what's going to do it for me. There's also situations where I might use this. Actually, you know what? I probably want this, at least one of these, just because I can combo with like 4 resources. I can combo this with my troops and then still play Ruthless Destiny. That seems like that might be the thing to do anyway. So maybe we do want Off the Chain just so we can combo it with our Ruthless Destiny. We have to do it before combat though. Arctic Winds, destroy up to 3 target constants is not that great. Target troop you control gets +1/+1. If you control the constant, it gets bigger. Momentum and speed. I said that I didn't like that before. Probably Immortal Tears here is what we want actually. Just because it's going to fix us and it deck thins us. So yeah, I think we actually want the Immortal Tears here. Again, we may end up playing just Mono Ruby with this because I'm getting a lot of solid Ruby cards. Not really seeing a lot of Hope in Wild or Blood. Or Wild or Diamond, rather. Not Blood. I mean, like, what do we have that really makes me want to play one of these? Probably the Diamond card. Probably just this Huntmaster, which I can splash for that if I want to. Ooh, Fuel Master came back. Okay, now I want to play Wild a little bit more. All right, Fuel Master came back. That makes me want to play Wild a little bit more. Poppy Pup is also here. We already got one of those, I think. Yeah, we got one of those. And that one's not even that great, honestly. The Fuel Master's a lot better, so that's good. The nice thing about passing on these, like in your first couple of packs, anything that's dual shard, is people may not be in those shards, and a lot of times people commit, and so they won't pick them up unless they're already in those shards. So what this tells me is there's not likely somebody that's Ruby or Ruby Wild in this draft right now that's playing that combination of shards right now. So that's good. That I can kind of read that into this. In fact, I can still splash for this Huntmaster if I want to. I think with the Primal Prism plus the Immortal Tears, I should still be okay to do that. There's another off the chain. I don't want to get too many of those. Get Gladiator one. That's not too bad for what we're doing with the Gladiator stuff. Growth Potion gets +2/+2, but they can see it coming. So yeah, I'm not really seeing a lot of stuff that I want here, and I'm not even seeing a lot of things to counterpick here. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I guess we'll take that. I don't think I'm gonna play more than one off the chain. It may end up being a 2-for-1 most of the time anyways. Draw 2 cards, play those cards or you discard them. That could be bad with the cost of some of the cards I've got in the deck. Maybe the Boulder Brute, but he's pretty vanilla. I don't think he's going to do very much for me. Maybe Arena Brawler. Arena Brawler might be our best card here, actually. Yeah, 2 for a 3/1. It's pretty solid. Beep, beep, boo. Yeah, the Boulder Brute's still good, but like playing for 5, like what's in my 5-point range right now? You know, let's look at what I've already got in my 5-point range. Oh, actually, so the Spitfire has to stay. The Mecha Mutt's probably going to stay. The Wild Knight may or may not stay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. I'm just pushing people out of... Maybe I should push people out of Wild. I'll take that one, I guess. Really wasn't going to play either one of those. Runic Rampage. Troops you control. So there's another Runic Rampage I can pick up. Can't block this turn. It's expensive. Yeah, I'll take 2 Runic Rampages. That seems reasonably good. A second on Immortal Tears. Sure, that seems fine. So I've got 2 Immortal Tears. It's not ramp, but it does deck thin. So that's what's nice about it. So with 2 Immortal Tears and a Primal Prism, I feel pretty comfortable playing Tri-Shard in this deck. Razor's Edge, I talked about that before. Definitely want that. And summon a zombie. Metamorphize. I guess we'll take that. Sure. Just kind of, yeah, we're picking up chaff, like you said. Picking up the dregs there at the end of the pack. Alright, deploy. Summon random plant with cost 3 or less. Deathcry. Summon random plant with cost 4 or more. Well, that seems pretty solid at the top of our range. We also have Luminite. Seals combat. This is not going to make it back around. So it's like, which one is better, Luminite or the Blight Seedbearer? And we're more in Wild than we are in Diamond. We got 1 Diamond card, which we may or may not be playing. Let's see, what else have we got here? That's decent. That guy's okay. Gamadon's always okay, but he's a late pickup. Gain charge for each elemental you control, +1/+1 for each elemental you control. Yeah, the plant's just really good at the end of our range. So, and having 2 of these, this kind of pushes us into that 17 shard deck for sure, possibly 18. We don't really have a lot of momentum in the deck, so maybe 18 shards would be a bit much, but yeah, this is definitely, I think this is our pickup here, especially because it's a rare card. It's this value, so even if we don't win any of our games, like that's pretty good. Troops you control have Gladiator 2. It just sits on the table and can get destroyed later, like during combat, and that could end up being bad. Let's see. Momentum 1 and Crush. A lot of people are talking about these Jousters being really good, so maybe I'll pick up the Jouster. I remember just seeing a Reddit thread on people talking about Jousters. They're like, yeah, I just kept picking up Jousters, and I had like 5 Jousters, and just, you know, just owned people with Jousters. Yeah, Jouster's probably your pick here, I think. Yeah. I haven't seen a single the wild ramp card yet, which is a little annoying. Let's see. Destroy target constant. This sharpshooter's probably our pickup. Oh well, there's that guy, but yeah, I think we want sharpshooter. Oh wait, there's fuel master. 2 fuel masters? Yeah, there we go. 2 fuel masters. I'll take it. That seems pretty good. Sharpshooter's probably not going to make it back to us. But I don't want to. I'd rather have the 2 fuel masters compared to some of the other things in that deck. I think I've already got 2 sharpshooters anyways, so. 2 fuel masters. Candlelit cavalry. I don't know that we're going to have a lot of candles in this deck. I don't think we will. It just feels like candles is not something you're going to be able to produce a lot until we get set 7, until it's 887. There's this guy, Illuminate 1. Yeah, that seems bad. It's basically a chump blocker and a 1/1 Candlekin. That seems bad. This guy verdicts when you deploy him. That's pretty rude. That could get really annoying. I think I'll take the Gamadon, but I probably won't play him unless I need to go over the top of somebody. If somebody's playing something really big, I guess I'll take the Gamadon, I guess. Yeah, I could have counterpicked that other card, but yeah, it's not a lot there. Not a lot here either. I could take another Mecha Mutt. I'm seeing a lot of people play this guy, like I said, but for 5, I don't think I play 2 of them. The Shredder is, we talked about that a little bit. I feel like I need to have things where I can push past my opponent's damage if I'm going to play the Shredder. Do I have one of these yet? I don't know if I even have one. The Mecha Mutt's probably better though. It's another one where I can go and I can play more big things if I need to against somebody that's playing more of a late game big things deck. The Shredder's okay. I'll take the Shredder. Maybe he's more playable. I don't know that I'm going to be playing him, but I didn't really have a lot of good luck with him last week. Uh-oh, what's happening? Oh gosh, I hope I just didn't disconnect. Okay, good. I'm still here. You never know. Control a troop with Tire of the Eyes. Create an uncommon portal, put it into your hand. Now that seems pretty amazing. That seems really good. Rage 2. It's got Rage on it. Seems pretty good. Okenge, Impulse, Volcanic Portal. I think I've already got like 2 of these. So yeah, I think we want Novus Zod. Yeah, the portal makers are pretty good. Now last week when I had a portal in my hand, it never really materialized and gave me what I needed. It's not letting me select cards for some reason. Maybe I need to put it into an empty space. Nope. Okay, well at least it picked it after I sat there for a minute. Play a random wild shard from your deck. Put a random wild shard from your deck in your hand. There we go. This is it. This is what we want to ramp. Wow, we need this card really bad in this deck. Yeah, this is it. We want that. Yeah, we want this pretty badly. So we definitely take that. So that puts me firmly into wild now. Definitely play the wild. I may or may not splash for that 1 card in diamond. I mean, I could do it. This guy still seems pretty exciting. This guy seems super exciting, but maybe it's just not worth it because I'll have to play 1 diamond shard, and so I can pull it out with Immortal Tears. because I'll have 4 shots at it in the deck. Let's see, off the chain, we already got one of those. Poppy Pup, maybe. Or we got, that guy's really not that great. And that guy is not really that exciting. So probably the Poppy Pup. I just don't have a lot of things that transform, so I don't think I'm going to end up playing these. Like any of these cards. It's almost like just counterpick what's good for other people. Let me play a card with Portal, draw a card. Yeah, let's get rid of that. That seems like really good for whoever that is going to play that guy. Let's get rid of that. I don't want people to have Squirming Galaxer thing. That seems really good for whoever would want to play that. I mean, it's kind of niche because it's 2 shards, but it's a dual shard card, but take another Arena Brawler in case I need to go faster, I guess. Like Ricky Bobby. I want to go fast. We're probably not going to play our Arena Brawlers, but if we need to, we can switch gears and turn into a deck that's more bodies and is faster. With Arena Brawlers and Fuel Masters and stuff. 2 Fuel Masters. I think this is really going to pay some dividends, getting 2 of these guys. We'll see. This is our pack 1. Yep. I don't know. Maybe off the chain is better than I think it is. Playing actions gets +1 and crush. This is so bad. The Sparky Spine is so bad. I mean, I guess eventually it could get big, but it's got an X. It's an X1 back end, and then back end never gets any bigger. Maybe I'll take this Gambadon, I guess. Yeah, let's take this one. I don't want people drawing cards, actually. Yeah, we definitely don't want people to have that. Probably this one, because I need some constant removal. The Sharpshooter tabled, which is kind of surprising, and then there's Wild Knight, but we got one of those earlier. Again, I mean, this is one of the few things that could transform cards. I guess the nice thing is with this, the Seed Stag, is we can transform it and then destroy another constant and gain another 3 health. Because usually when you transform things, it's with stuff like this where they turn back into their original form and they revert them as well, which means they restore all their normal abilities. Yeah, I don't really see myself getting too excited about this cavalry guy. Destroy up to 3 artifacts, sure, why not? I'll get some artifact removal. That's a lot of removal for artifacts. Destroy an artifact, sure. It's always good to have removal because people are playing the guy that we drafted. That really big 5-cost guy. Yeah, that could be really a key piece of removal there. And coming out of the reserves, get that artifact removal. I guess I'll take an off the chain here. Well, there's a spell shield. Yeah, I don't really want to deal with anything with spell shield, so I'm going to counterpick this Mist Monk. Although it probably wouldn't see that much play anyways. Another Sharpshooter. Or the Snarling Huntress. I think I want the Sharpshooter. I guess we'll take the Pup. And another Vandalize. Wow, lots of artifact removal here. I could remove 5 artifacts with the cards I've got. All right, I feel pretty good about this deck, but of course I feel good going into like every week, right? So we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. I really like the fact that I've got 2 of those whatever they're called, guys. Okay, so I think we're gonna want to go, and this is actually my first time playing this guy. We're gonna want to go with Furico and give everybody +2/+2. I think that's what we want here. Pretty sure that's what we want. Let's see what some of these other options are. troop you control gets momentum 1, you can play an additional resource. This seems not that great. Unless you're playing a ton of resources, so who knows? Maybe we'll play 18 resources. We'll see. I mean, we're kind of playing a low-end deck, and then there's some high-end cards in it, so we got to ramp into those. Okay, so let's get the really cool cards first. That's usually a good place to start. Pomegranate, I definitely want that. I might have trouble with some flyers. That may be an issue for this deck. I do have a lot of removal, but flyers these days have been getting a lot of toughness. So maybe not so much. Yeah, these are just cards I counterpicked at the bottom here. Okay, so return to Cinder. I definitely want 2 of those. Probably going to want 1 sharpshooter, maybe more. We'll see. Okay, so now with the Mecha Mutt, what do we put on this guy? We've got Ruby. So we can put Swift Strike on him, and he's got Gladiator 2. That seems pretty solid, because then he swings for, he's a 4-2 Swift Striker for 5. Or I can put Skyguard and Steadfast if I need it for when we've got to deal with flyers and block flyers for all day. So I think if we play him, we'll play 1 and play him with Swift Strike, and then if we need flyer blockage, we will play the second one. Yeah, the Skyguard Steadfast is good too, but I think the Swift Strike's going to do a little bit better for us. 4/4 Swift Striker. Yeah, especially with the removal, with Ruby removal, that helps out a lot. Bright Flame Paladin, of course, we definitely want that one. We only got 1 of these though. Again, that kind of told me it. Yeah, the candles is not going to work for us. I'm not really. I think that this is going to be worse, like not as good on the average. Like I don't know, not great. Flame Barrage is good, of course. I think that guy's more often than not, he's going to turn a card I don't want to turn into Swamp Gas. Let's see. We talked about Off the Chain, Spitfire, Runic Destiny. Can't block this turn. I definitely like this guy because he kind of combos with things like this guy that need to attack. So hopefully she won't die in the process of attacking. I think we get, yeah, we want 1 of these. Target troop can trade. No, we don't want that. We want Runic Rampage. Yeah. Gladiator 1. The Runic 2 damage thing is great. Yeah, Runic Eruption. Yeah, we definitely want that. That's pretty amazing. We talked about this guy. We like that guy. Start a turn to control troop. Highest power that gets +2/+2 until the start of the next turn. I'm not really sure about that guy. Let's look at what our curve looks like here. So I'll probably be throwing these 2 in there. So we're at 21 cards there. At the start of the turn, I have to have. So I can't do this during combat. I can't be like in combat, make one of my guys more powerful, and then this guy just gets bigger. I have to do it at the start of the turn. And I think that I can't even cast a spell, so that seems not that great. That seems a little underwhelming. Maybe a second Runic Rampage. I'm not even sure if I want this. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of transforming of things. I definitely want this guy. Destroying Constants seems good. Momentum, Crush. Yeah, everybody's talking about Jouster, so we got to play Jouster, right? So maybe play either another Sharpshooter. We could play Pummel as well. Pummel's pretty solid removal. Another Sharpshooter or the Mecha Mutt. I think I want to play the Sharpshooter. But maybe Mecha Mutt's okay, but I don't. I got a lot of expensive stuff at the end of this range. Oh, I guess actually we're right at 17 here, so maybe we should just stop while we're ahead. These two Immortal Tears are basically resources, though. Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, we could play 16 resources, but I think we're fine with this. Yeah, most of the rest of the stuff that I could play is kind of underwhelming or it's very niche. So like the Arctic Rust, like the artifact removal, I'll play if I see artifacts. I was thinking about maybe playing this main deck because it's 3 artifacts. It's quick action speed. I mean, that's a lot. And a lot of people are playing this Mecha Mutt or other artifacts, you know? So that could work for us. Or let's say that they play Immortal Tears. You have to actually spend a resource to use this, so we could actually put them behind by destroying this as virtually a resource. So yeah. I think I can play Arcane Rust. I think I can play it. Could I have one more? Yeah, I think I'll play Arcane Rust. I think I'm going to play that because it just seems like it could do a lot of damage in a lot of different situations. It's quick action speed. I can get rid of a lot of artifacts and really kind of hose somebody with that card. And then worst case scenario, it's one dead card in my hand and I can side it out for games 2 and 3 for something else. I mean, we've got a lot in this low end. So the 1 through 3 range, we need to draw at least 2 resources or maybe like a resource and like an Immortal Tears and we're okay. Hopefully we're okay. Yeah, I think this is good. So let's put in the Primal Prism. Let's see, of course, we've got lots of Ruby. Now, the thing is, Furico is wild, and we need double wild to make it happen, and 7 resources. So, and as far as wild, we've got 29% wild, so we're kind of not heavily in wild right now. We may want to think about a Ruby champion here. Let's see if there's a Ruby champion that might be a little bit better for us. I'm thinking Swamp Butt may be better for us because it gives us extra actions. Let's see, Blaze Elementals. Ooh, so the 2 Blaze Elementals that we summon, that's 6 power, and that can make it really easy to play Ruthless Destiny. So that's something to think about. Let's see, what else have we got here? Troops you control get Gladiator 1 at the start of your next turn. Until the start of mine. That's really not that great. Gain a temporary resource for each troop you control. Portal Champ isn't bad. This guy's the portal one. Create a common portal, put it in your hand. Yeah, maybe this guy's a little bit better. Yeah, because that'll give me more troops, right? This guy seems interesting. Yeah, we could do that. See, yeah, it's because then we get a troop, and then hopefully we can play a troop with high power, and then play this. Sure, let's play this guy. This guy seems pretty awesome. 23 health. That's a lot of health. I like that. Select a sleeve here. Let's see, what do we got? We could do that one. That's a very fiery kind of one. Gotta have a good sleeve, right? Gotta strike fear into your enemies. We could do this. We could do this Candlekin one, and you know, kind of freak people out. Like we got lots of Candlekin coming, but we really don't. Maybe we'll do that Candlekin one. Is that Baby Braden's? Baby Braden started He started crawling the other day, so that's exciting. It's empty socket. Okay, confirm. Which one? Mecha Mutt. I thought I put a socket in this guy. I did put a socket in this guy. I put the Swift Strike in there. You might be right. I might want to put the... I may want to have not put Swift Strike and gone with first round having the Sky Guard, because really I have no defense against any flyers right now. Yeah, I think you might actually be right. Let's go ahead and do the Sky Guard one. So, because by the time I'm playing this, hopefully I'm probably on the defensive. Baby Brains is going to close the door, and then he's going to start throwing a fit. He's opening and closing the door. Oh! Just be nice and cute, guy, Baby Brains. No screaming and crying. Ooh. Baby Brains. Baby Brains is walking now. He's, let's see, September, and we are in November, so he's 14 months, and he started walking, like really walking. Like he was kind of walking with his hands on the couch type of thing for a while, but now he can stand up and walk without any type of support for a couple of steps. That's your job right now. Learn how to use the motor skills, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are you going to close the door? You like to close the door. Yep, now you're going to close the door, and now you're going to cry about it, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, he's like, why is the door closed? I don't want it. I want to get out of this door. Doing the walk-in. He's doing some walk-in. It's like the movies, like when it is that something you can't see what's going on and someone's just explaining it to you. I don't have a second camera, unfortunately, and I don't want to move mine around. Got all the Christmas shopping done for the kids yesterday. Got them some nice stuff. My wife said I got too many amiibos for them. They released all of the Zelda amiibos, all the ones for the special generals from the game. I found all those yesterday. And then the enemy in the game with like the little spider claws or whatever, they re-released him, but he doesn't have claws that actually close anymore. So like it's not the same model. So the original one is going to be worth some money because they aren't re-releasing that, I'm thinking. Probably some moving parts and some problems with that. That's what I would expect were the issues. Hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving day. This was it 2 days ago now. And let's see what else has been going on. Black Friday yesterday. Hope everybody had a safe Black Friday. Obviously you're all here, but you know, Black Friday's toned down from what it used to be in previous years, that's for sure. Maybe I should cancel and redo this. I think people are still building their decks or whatever. Maybe I'll cancel and redo it. Let's try again. See if that helps. You know, I can hear you over here, Connie. Of course, if you want to see any of the other previous drafts I have, they're on the YouTube channel, so you can head over there. That just scrolled by. You could do some different actions with your avatar. Yeah, the pummel might have been a good idea, now that I'm reading what you're saying. Well, I think that it's possible that some of these players may be a little bit slower. I might have to actually use the bathroom here. Maybe I should go do that. I'm gonna go use the bathroom, and I'll be back, and we'll try to reestablish a start to this thing. All right, so I'll be right back, and we'll try to start it. Okay, I'm back. Let's go and try it again. Actually, you know, I'm gonna get a drink of water. Hold on. All right, here we go. This time. Woo! Let's go close that door. Went ahead and got some water. It's always good to stay hydrated, right? It's always good to stay hydrated. And I picked up a soda, but we'll make this our victory soda, where we only get to drink this if I win. We have to win at least one match for me to drink that. All right, looks like we're starting it up now. GLHF. The Avalanche. This is a it's a momentum deck. Okay, so we get to see what the momentum deck is all about. Apparently, this is that momentum deck everybody's talking about. That's going to be ridiculous. That we won't be able to get past. I suppose it's possible, just because if he or she buffs things past where I can deal damage, then yeah, I'm going to be in trouble. But if I can just kill it with like Runic Return to Cinder, then that would help. The problem is, I guess, as you're playing a resource, that's going to happen first. So we're going to keep our hand, because if you're playing a resource and momentum, does momentum trigger go on the stack? Because if it does, then I can respond with Return to Cinder. But if not, then I might be in trouble. We don't really have any playables in our hand, except for, well, I guess we have Return to Cinder, so we have to kind of really be careful. We're in the control seat right now, as it were. Okay, so I think we just kill this thing right away, right? Pretty much. Does anybody know if it goes on the stack? I need to know if the momentum goes on the stack, because if it does, then I can Return to Cinder in response. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do it right now, because thing is, like, then he could buff in response to that, and so I just don't even want to play that game right now. Let's do that. We might be in trouble now, though, because now we have, like, no plays. That guy needs to die. Okay, good choice then. I'm glad. Playing 3 different shards in this deck. Play all momentum. Okay. I might have to... Definitely want this, this portal right now. Hopefully he won't be able to momentum this guy. Deal 2 damage to 2 target champion or troops. So I can deal it to the same troop twice with this. 2 damage to 2 target champions or troops. Right, so I should be able to deal it. Okay, Gladiator 2. That's pretty off the chain. Yep. Yep. That's not going to be big enough. Now, Runic Eruptions. That's 8 damage, is a lot. Okay. Well. Portal. We're going to take another 8 damage here. This is not good enough. Because it's basic action speed for 1. So even if I had it, like that just makes it too big. And I don't have anything that's just straight removal. Like that doesn't care about power and toughness. So this looks pretty bad right now. Okay, well. That's pretty bad. But if we could deal with this one card, then he'd be in some trouble. Oh wait, now it's down to 2? Void target constant? Okay. At least I can kill that. Take 4. Oh wait, I can kill them both. Oh no, I can't. Because they're Gladiator. Okay. Gladiator 1 portal. Yeah, I know, I'm missing my green lands. That does hurt a lot. Alright, so hopefully I can deal 2 damage to the same troop, right? Void a constant. Gladiator 2. I don't want this momentum troop. That's the one I want to hit. So let's hit that momentum troop. Ah, it's different troops. That doesn't help. Man. Okay, well I guess I'll play this thing and hope that I can block for a little while. That's not good. So yeah, we'll make this trade. Okay. Lucky coin. I don't even know what the lucky coin ended up doing. Oh, that's really bad. Don't tell me this guy has speed too. No. Okay, good. Well, I have to kill something here, so we're gonna make this trade here, I guess. return to Cinder, maybe that guy, and then I don't have the resources to do that, so I can do this and return to Cinder. Try to hold on here. Doesn't really matter. Come on, why can't I didn't even get a chance to play my Return to Cinder in response to that. See, now that's not cool. That's not cool. Like, why don't I get a response? I should get this. This needs to go on the stack. That's ridiculous. That's really frustrating. Because I don't have stops on my on his upkeeps. Oh my gosh. That's frustrating. But that should still, like, if he's playing the resource, this trigger needs to go on the stack. You know what I'm saying? Like, that needs to go on the stack. That's fine. Whatever. I'm just going to concede and we'll go to game 2. That's super frustrating. We need to have a lot of X1 removal with this, I think. So we're going to play both of these sharpshooters. Razor's Edge seems decent. We're basically playing a faster deck now. Yeah, that's ridiculous that that doesn't work that way. It needs to go on the stack. These guys, we're going to go Swift Strike. Play the other Mecha Mutt. And we'll go Swift Strike with that one too. That's just ridiculous. It shouldn't work that way. We're going to get rid of our top end. So we can try to, because he's just putting he's putting all these eggs into one basket. So we just don't want to have like dead really big cards in our hands because we just can't deal with stuff. Immortal Tears, we should be able to get rid of one of those and add a resource. I didn't draw a single wild resource. No, maybe I want to play both Immortal Tears. Yeah. Anything else that I may need? Oh, I need to get rid of the artifact removal card. This one, Arcane Rust. Probably, where is it? I think we want that. I just put sockets in those. Nikes. I just socketed both of those guys. I don't know why I didn't socket them. That's frustrating. You saw me socket those, right? Alright, we'll keep this, I guess. My Jouster. That's ridiculous, though. Like, that needs to go on the stack. Momentum needs to go on the stack. I almost feel like making a Reddit thread about this now. just to be angry. So momentum only works for one turn. I mean, I guess that's good at least. For me. Get our thing. guess I can do that in his end step if I want to. I think I'll probably want to wait on a better troop though. Alright. Summons a phantom. Discard a random card. I'll give him a phantom, I guess. That's really not that bad, right? Yeah, I guess I'll do this. That's interesting. Yeah, because I can just sharpshooter it. Play that guy. Create a Valor, put it in my hand. Get a Daybreak, I guess. I think I want this guy. Like, this is fine later. I can do that later. I think we want this guy after combat. Yeah. So net we're doing 1 damage a turn because of his Daybreak. I'm gonna wait on that. And I will hit that guy with Valor. Hopefully he doesn't have like any more of these. That's 2 guilts in a row. Okay, that's good for me. So that's a better target for this guy anyways. So I'm glad that I waited on the Seed Stag. Is it stopping his draw step? Right. So I think we'll play Mecha Mutt in our second main phase. Seed Stag costs 3 for me to destroy something, so I would have to do it all in 1 turn. Yeah, the Runic Rampage, I'm kind of waiting on that to get like 3 troops with it. Or to do it in like as a surprise, you know? Random wild shards from your deck, create a portal, and then put it in your hand. Okay, that's good for me. So I think we can just win this turn, right? We just swing in Rampage. Yeah. So he just didn't do anything that whole game. He was the control player, and he just never played any action. I think we just stick with what we've got. I don't see us changing anything. Oh yeah, we can make sure both of these guys got their things that they're supposed to have. Swift Strike. There we go. Now they both have it. Even though I'm pretty sure I put it there before. There we go. Well, obviously it wasn't this case. Although we didn't draw any wild shards in the first game, and that definitely hurt us a lot. It was a really fast game for him, though. Fuel Master. Nice. Although last game, he'll probably kill this guy right away. We have to throw him out there. We kind of want the Bright Flame Paladin to be the target that we want him to not kill anyways. So, but if these guys stay on the board together, that's kind of like a Batman and Robin duo, right? So, all right. So, I guess I should have played Ruby first. So yeah, I'm just gonna return to Cinder this guy now because last game, yeah, that momentum just really hosed me. And we can still Flame Barrage for 2 as well if we need to, if he plays another dude here. Yeah, the momentum. Well, that's good for us. So Fuel Master. I kind of want to play the Immortal Tears. I hope that I don't pay for playing this Immortal Tears here. I kind of want to get this on the board. Hopefully it'll be okay. Because I want to empty the deck out of resources. Okay, that's good for me. Yep. So we gave him momentum 4. So it's a 5/5. Why would you do that this turn? I guess he just has to play his resource. I think I would wait to play resources. Okay, so I'm going to make sure we have both of his things. Opponent, we have both of his phases. Because I got to be able to Flame Barrage that guy. Got to be able to do it. Destroy target constant, gain some health. Yeah, I guess I'll play the Paladin. He didn't kill this guy, which means he's not going to kill this Paladin. And we will try to Flame Barrage this guy. Alright, there we go. Now he has to buff here. He could buff in response to that and still have a dude, but then we're just trading our removal for his buff, which is actually kind of probably good for him. Fate Weave, okay. For Fate Weave. Minstrel. Yeah, I kind of don't want that guy. Okay, well, we've got Razor's Edge, so we can swing in here. I'm going to play this guy prior to combat. Yeah. So I want him to get that Gladiator. Hopefully you won't have any buffs or anything here, or any removal. So we'll swing in, we've got Razor's Edge. Should probably block here. Yep. Razor's Edge. Okay, we're doing good here. Flame Barrage. Nice. Where did that, who produced that? Where did that come from? I'm not even sure where that came from right now. I'm just happy to see it. How did I get another flame barrage? Oh, it was it. Yeah, that's a good choice. Daybreak probably. Sacrifice an artifact or constant. I'll give him Daybreak. I kind of want to deck thin. Deck thinning's kind of important for me right now. Oh, the rage guy did it? Oh, that's because it's a one-off for him. Okay. Oh, that's good. Let's go to draw step. Okay. So this guy, when a troop you control attacks, it gets bigger. So we want to play that guy. We still have a resource, so let's go ahead and do this right now. Doesn't really matter what I choose here. We're going to swing and then we'll play the Marauder in our second main phase. So that guy became a 5/5. That's a solid play here. He's got he's a 5/5 with Gladiator. Gladiator 2. So he's a 6/5 or 6. That might not be good enough. That's not even going to be close to good enough. I could just let this guy through. I don't even care at this point. See, that's the thing. It seems like the momentum deck is good, like when it happens, but like with all this stuff you can throw, but it's all your eggs in one basket, and that's the problem I'm seeing. So if someone just removes your one threat, it's like, well, I guess let's just not do anything here. So like I'm gonna kill this thing, right? The rampage one. Yeah. And I get 3 health for doing this. So swing, swing. Yeah, I might as well just swing with the house, right? Because he really can't do anything here. Yeah. Yay! There we go. Victory soda. Victory soda. There we go. That's right. That's right.